हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आपण मानकु मो यूट्यूब चैनल रे स्वागत। आज आम डिस्कस करिबा OSSTET एग्जाम रो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस। आपण माने जदि OSSTET एग्जाम पई प्रिपरेशन करछंती वीडियो को निश्चित देखंतु एवं चैनल रे जदि प्रथम थर पई देखछंती चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर रखंतु एमिति समस्त क्वेश्चन आंसर पाइबा पई। हमर OSSTET एग्जाम रे पेडागोजी आछी मार्क्स रो पेडागोजी को जदि आम्भे माने भल भाव पढ़ी एवं भल भाव अटेंड करवा ताहले फास्ट अटेम्प्ट रे क्लियर करवा निश्चित। तेणुक पेडागोजी को आपण माने समस्ते भल भाव देखंतु 40 रु 45 मार्क्स आनिबा चेष्टा करंतु। चलंतु देखिबा प्रश्न कौन रही। ए परसेंटेज बेस्ड मेथड फॉर अवार्डिंग ग्रेडिंग इज नोन एज absolute grading, relative grading, both A and B, neither A nor B। यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन ए absolute grading। What was Alfred Pinet's theory? Alfred Pinetଙ୍କ theory कौन थिला? Intelligence can be defined by the comparison of the performance of children at the same idea. Gifted children should be identified early and have access to specially trained teachers. People are not born with all of the intelligence they will ever have. The differentiation of human intelligence into specific modalities of intelligence rather than defining intelligence as a single ability। यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन ए इंटेलिजेंस कैन बी डिफाइंड बाय द कंपैरिजन ऑफ द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ चिल्ड्रेन एट द सेम आइडिया। यह पिनेटଙ୍କ थियोरी थिला। इन व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टेस्ट द वर्ड प्रेमिसेस इज एसोसिएटेड विथ। निम्नोक्त मध्यरु केउ टेस्ट टी प्रेमिसेस एसोसिएटेड सहित रिलेट अछि? मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस, अल्टरनेट रेस्पॉन्स क्वेश्चंस, मैचिंग फ्रॉम क्वेश्चंस, सिंपल कंप्लीशन टाइप क्वेश्चंस। प्रीमिसेस एसोसिएटेड विथ ऑप्शन सी मैचिंग फॉर क्वेश्चंस। National Staff College for Educational Planners and Administrators started in 1973 by Government of India is registered as dash in 1979। NCERT, NCTE, CABE, NIEPA। यार आंसर हम निपा बा NIEPA। TLM should be used by teacher as it is not very expensive, motivates learners to further prepare such materials at home, supplements teaching learning process, prepares students mentally to sit in the class। TLM यूज करिवार कारण कौन? यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन सी supplements teaching learning process। Which of the following types of learning materials are in the form of real objects or ideas that make the concept very clear? Visual material, surrounding environment, ICT, tactile material। यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन डी tactile material। Basic managerial function of human resource management are। human resource management रो managerial functions कौन? basic managerial functions planning, organizing, staffing, planning, organizing and coordinating, planning, organizing, directing and controlling। ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ସି ପ୍ଲାନିଂ, ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜିଂ, ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟିଂ ଏଣ୍ଡ controlling। A more positive attitude of parents towards school can be derived from enriched dash economic background, cultural heritage, customs and tradition, school community partnership। ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି ସ୍କୁଲ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ପାର୍ଟନରସିପ୍। Who said that intelligence in general was the power of good responses from the point of view of truth or fact? ଥଣ୍ଡାଇକ୍, ଟାର୍ମନ୍, ପଟରସନ୍, ବକିନଗମ୍। ଏହା କିଏ କହିଥିଲେ? ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଏ ଥଣ୍ଡାଇକ୍ କହିଥିଲେ। According to whom each reinforcement pulls up a reserve of responses? Hull, Gestalt, Tolman, Skinner। ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି ସ୍କିନର। Scales having equal differences between successive categories refers to ordinal scale, nominal scale, ratio scale, interval scale। ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭାଲ ସ୍କେଲ୍। ଇକ୍ୱାଲ୍ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସେସ୍ ବିଟୱିନ୍ ସକ୍ସେସିଭ୍ କାଟାଗୋରୀ ଏହା ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର ଇଣ୍ଟରଭାଲ ସ୍କେଲ୍। Which of the following statement is incorrect as refers to portfolio? ନିମ୍ନୋକ୍ତ ମଧ୍ୟରୁ କେଉଁ ଉକ୍ତିଟି ଭୁଲ ରହିଛି ପୋର୍ଟଫୋଲିଓ ବିଷୟରେ? Students get opportunity to exhibit their own talent. It makes learners more self-reflective. Both teacher and student collaborate in evaluating on student progress. It is a tool that clearly indicates making criteria. ପୋର୍ଟଫୋଲିଓର ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ କେଉଁଠି ଭୁଲ ରହିଛି? ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ଟୁଲ୍ that clearly indicates making criteria। ଏହା ଭୁଲ ରହିଛି। ଅଡ଼ିଓ ଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ ଏଡ୍ସ ମେକ୍ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ। ଅଡ଼ିଓ ଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ ଏଡ୍ସ ଆମର ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂକୁ କ'ଣ କରିଥାଏ? ଇଜି, ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ, ଇଫେକ୍ଟିଂ, ଅଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦିଜ୍। ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି ଅଡ଼ିଓ ଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ ଏଡ୍ ଆମକୁ ପାଠକୁ ଇଜି କରିଥାଏ, ତା ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ କରିଥାଏ, ତା ସହିତ ଇଫେକ୍ଟିଭ ମଧ୍ୟ କରିଥାଏ। A systematic process of determining to what extent instructional objectives are achieved by pupils is called measurement, assessment, evaluation, examination। ଏକ ସିଷ୍ଟମେଟିକ୍ ପ୍ରୋସେସରେ ଡିଟରମାଇନ୍ କରିବା instructional objects are achieved by pupils is called ଏହାକୁ କ'ଣ କୁହାଯାଏ? ଅପସନ୍ ସି ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ୍। Dash means something that can be used to help achieve an aim. Replacement, resource, source, foundation। ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ବି resource। Resource means something that can be used to help achieve an aim. Educational management has been defined by G. Terry Page and J. B. Thomas as dash। एजुकेशनल मैनेजमेंट को डिफाइन करथिले जी थ्योरी एंड जे बी थॉमस। ए मेथड ऑफ ऑपरेशन एंड गुड मैनेजमेंट शुड रिजल्ट इन एन orderly integration of education and society. A body of educational doctrines comprises a number of principles, theory and practice of the organization and administration of existing educational establishment and systems. The force that integrates mean and physical plant into an effective operating unit. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ସି theory and practice of the organization and administration of existing educational establishment and systems. At which age a child can understand similarities and distinction between words. At the age of 5 to 6, at the age of 1 to 3 years, during adolescence, at the age of 9 to 10 years. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଏ at the age of 5 to 6 years. According to Court-Lewon's, which theory adolescents experience a rapidly widening life space along geographic, social and future time dimensions. Field theory, focal theory, grand theory, psychoanalytic theory. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଏ field theory. Formulating general principle based on knowledge of examples and details is known as coding system, intuitive thinking, exegetical method, inductive reasoning. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି inductive reasoning. Pavlov's experiments with home led to the discovery of a new principle which revolutionized thinking in social sciences. Cat, dog, rat, chimpanzee. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ବି rat. The process by which an organism acquires a new mode of behavior which tends to persist and affect the general behavior pattern of the organism to some degree is known as emotion, learning, motivation, teaching. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ବି ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ. TLM should be used to make teaching more useful, make teaching impressive, provide concrete examples, facilitate learning. TLM should be used. TLM କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ୟୁଜ୍ କରାଯାଏ? ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି facilitate learning. Constructivist approach suggested that dash is crucial for constructing knowledge. Prior knowledge of the learner, conditioning, punishment, rote memorization. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଏ prior knowledge of the learner. Which theory of motivation holds that the secrets of minds are locked within the cells of the nervous system? Pawan theory, stimulus theory, depth theory, psychological theory. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ବି ଅପସନ୍ ସି psychological theory. Constructivism is a learning theory based on. Constructivism କୋଉ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଥିଓରିକୁ ବେଷ୍ଟ କରେ? ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ସାଇକୋଲୋଜି, ଇଭାଲୁଏସନାରୀ ସାଇକୋଲୋଜି, କଗ୍ନିଟିଭ୍ ସାଇକୋଲୋଜି, ଅକୁପେସନାଲ ସାଇକୋଲୋଜି. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ସି କନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଟିଭିଜିମ୍ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର ପିଆଗେଟ୍ ଦେଇଥିଲେ ଏବଂ କଗ୍ନିଟିଭ୍ ଥିଓରି ମଧ୍ୟ ପିଆଗେଟ୍ ଦେଇଥିଲେ. କଗ୍ନିଟିଭ୍ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଥିଓରି ଆମର କଗ୍ନିଟିଭ୍ କନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଟିଭିଜିମ୍ ଥିଓରିକୁ ବେଷ୍ଟ କରେ. Which of the following is an important characteristic commonly found in effective school administrator at the primary level. Mastery over subject knowledge, leadership and management, effective communication, interpersonal relationship. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ବି ଲିଡରସିପ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ. According to Chomsky, humans have a dash to develop language. ଚମ୍ସ୍କିଙ୍କ ଅନୁସାରେ ହ୍ୟୁମାନର have a dash to develop language. Perceptual set, telegraphic readiness, learning set, biological predisposition. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି biological predisposition. According to B.F. Skinner, language development in children takes place as an outcome of dash inborn capacity, training in grammar, imitation and reinforcement, maturity. ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ସି imitation and reinforcement. In a learner-centric approach, a teacher should dash clarify concept by citing examples, facilitate student learning, explain concept by using adequate support materials, demonstrate inside the classroom. Learner-centric approach रे टीचरଙ୍କ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କ'ଣ? ଏହାର ଆନ୍ସର ହେବ ଅପସନ୍ ବି टीचर केवल फैसिलिटेट करिवे स्टूडेंट मानकू. ऑप्शन बी फैसिलिटेट स्टूडेंट लर्निंग. Who was the first to use multiple choice items for assessment in 1915? किए फर्स्ट मल्टीपल चॉइस असेसमेंट को यूज करथिले 1915 रे? जे प्यागेट, वाइगोट्स्की, स्किनर, एफ जे किल्ली. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन डी एफ जे किल्ली. प्रथम यूज करथिले मल्टीपल चॉइस असेसमेंट को. Thorndike's which law of learning is based on the laws of use and disuse? थॉर्नडाइकଙ୍କ କେଉଁ law ଅନୁସାରେ laws of use and disuse learning based करे? law of readiness, law of effect, law of exercise, none of these. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन सी laws of exercise. ए प्रश्नटी आपण मानकर 2023 किंबा 24 रे मध्ये आसीतिला. 23 रे बोधे आपण मानकर आसीतिला. From the following list of methods of teaching, identify those which are learner centered. Project work, chalk and talk, lecturing with audio visual, computer aid instruction, stimulus and role playing. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी 4 एवं 5 कंप्यूटर एड इंस्ट्रक्शन एंड स्टिमुलेशन एंड रोल प्लेइंग. यार आंसर ऑप्शन बी. Which of the following is a characteristics of critical pedagogy? निम्नोक्त मध्यरु क्रिटिकल पेडागोजी रो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स कोउटी? लैंग्वेज एंड पावर, डेमोक्रेसी एंड सोशल जस्टिस, द न्यूट्रलिटी ऑफ नॉलेज, ऑल ऑफ दीज. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ दीज. A progressive teaching philosophy that challenges students to examine power structure and patterns of inequality within the status quo was put forwarded by dash Socrates, Paulo Freire, स्वामी विवेकानंद, रविंद्रनाथ टागोर. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी पाउलो फ्रेरे. Who proposed that all children have language acquisition device? Piaget, Chomsky, Vygotsky, Dan Solvin. किए प्रपोज करथिले all children have language acquisition device. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी चम्स्की. चम्स्की आपण मानकर लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट थियोरी देइथिले. Creative learning is based on dash transfer of principle and skill, discover principle and concept, memorizing facts and principles, mechanical reproduction. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी डिस्कवर प्रिंसिपल एंड कॉन्सेप्ट. Which of the following is a tool used for individual test of intelligence? निम्नोक्त मध्यरु केउ टूल टू व्यवहार करा जाए इंडिविजुअल टेस्ट ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस रे? रबिन्स प्रोग्रेसिव मैट्रिक्स, स्टैनफोर्ड बिनेट टेस्ट, जोलोटास स्केल ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस, नन ऑफ दीज. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी स्टैनफोर्ड बिनेट टेस्ट. Which of these following statement is not related to assessment as learning? निम्नोक्त मध्यरु केउ स्टेटमेंट टी असेसमेंट एज लर्निंग विषय रे भूल रही? इनकरेक्ट अच्छी. encourages students to take responsibility for their own learning, used to assess the learning weakness of the student, encourages peer assessment, none of the above. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी यूज टू असेस दैट लर्निंग वीकनेस ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स. यह भूल रही. Which of the following is not true in the context of teaching learning materials? निम्नोक्त मध्यरु टीचिंग लर्निंग मटेरियल्स रो कोउटी ठीक नुहे? A blackboard can be used for putting the cutouts of newspapers and magazines. Teaching can be effective through the use of audiovisual aids. Audiovisual aids help comprehend difficult or monotonous content. Textbooks are one of the main TLM used in classroom. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी ऑप्शन ए. A blackboard can be used for putting the cutouts of newspaper and magazines. यह भूल रही. The quality of a test that measures what is intends to measure is dash of a test: reliability, validity, objectivity, usability. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी validity. The statement in a multiple choice type item is known as STEM, distractor, response, questions. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन ए STEM. Multiple choice type item is known as STEM. Which is the period for acquiring experience of social subordination to authority figures outside the family? Infancy, early childhood, later childhood, adolescence. Option C later childhood. Who is author of Animal Learning, published in 1898? L. Thornton, J.P. Guilford, P.E. Burman, E.L. Thorndike. एनिमल लैंग्वेज रो ऑथर किए? ऑप्शन डी E.L. Thorndike. The intelligence that is occupied with subjects that thinks is dash: abstract intelligence, concrete intelligence, social intelligence, none of these. Option B concrete intelligence. TLM should be selected according to their availability in respective areas, the objective of teaching, their cost, none of the above. यार आंसर हम ऑप्शन बी The objective of teaching. The evaluation in which variety of techniques are used to measure scholastic and non-scholastic area of the pupils is known as continuous evaluation, placement evaluation, comprehensive evaluation, diagnostic evaluation. एहार आंसर हेब ऑप्शन सी comprehensive evaluation. Which of the following statement is not an advantages of rubrics? निम्नोक्त मध्यरु rubrics रो कोउटी advantages नुहे. Potential to be transferred into grades provides the children more control of their own learning process. It restricts the student mind power, narrows the gap between instruction and assessment. एहार आंसर हब ऑप्शन सी. It restricts the student's mind power. Human resource management means human resource management रो माने कौन बा means कौन? A method which an organization collects, maintains and reports information on people and jobs. The process of integrating the employees' needs and aspirations with organizational needs. The process of bringing people and organization together so that the goals of each are achieved. The efforts to make life worth living of worker. एहार आंसर हब ऑप्शन सी. The process of bringing people and organization together so that the goal of each are achieved. ଏହା ଭୁଲ ରହିଛି. Which of the following is not a way of measuring retention? निम्नोक्त मध्यरु केउटी measuring retention रो वे नुहे. Method of recall, method of construction, method of relearning, method of recognition. Option B. Method of construction measure retention रो वे नुहे. According to Johnson and Solomon, stammering is mainly due to dash. Learning faculty way of speech by imitation of other, heredity, emotional tension is observed in excessive fear, lack of balance among the two hemispheres of the brain. Option C. Emotional tension is observed in excessive fear. ଏହା ଥିଲା ଆଜିର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଏବଂ ଉତ୍ତର କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟି. ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ଭିଡ଼ିଓଟି ଭଲ ଲାଗିଥାଏ ନିହାତି ଲାଇକ୍ କରିବେ ଏବଂ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ପ୍ରଥମ ଥର ପାଇଁ ଭିଜିଟ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରି ରଖିବେ ଏବଂ ସାଙ୍ଗସାଥି ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେୟାର ମଧ୍ୟ କରିଦେବେ. ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ.